Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to an exciting episode of the Thaumaturge. At least I hope it's going to be exciting. We now have Marana in our coterie of salutors, courtesy of Rasputin in the previous episode. And last time, I said that I was going to go speak to Ariel Rafe, but I got distracted with the side quest and a whole experience of chasing down Marana and solving a murder. So this time, we're going to head over to Pravisle and speak with Ariel about the golem. See if he'll actually talk to me this time. So we're going to go ahead and get started now as I continue to unravel the mysteries of what is the Thaumaturge and getting rid of this blood curse. And hopefully finding out where the Black Grimoire is or continuing that bit of the story. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch my previous episode so you can catch up and figure out what the heck is going on and what does Thaumaturge, Salutor, Marana, and all of these terms have to do with anything. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Alright, now let's go explore the dungeon. Ariel Rafe, are you here?
Quiet this time.
Oh, there's no fighting going on. It's pretty actually quiet in here. There's gonna be a fight. Hi, I know that music. You guys want to fight me, huh?
Bored? Then go ask that uniform what he's doing here.
Uniform?
Or tell him to skidoo.
Just like dress a little nicer than you do?
Hey, fancy pants! Fuck off!
Hang on.
Direct.
You lost, officer?
No, what? Just because I helped
Hang on!
Kalev?
That's the mama's boy of Shrudmeshcha.
I'm the son of yes. Looking for Ariel Rafe, straight to the point. When's the next bout?
I'm looking for Ariel Rafe.
Maybe he had a reason to make it so hard.
Mr. Rofet didn't mention nobody was gonna be looking for him. How about first your proof you're the son of Shrudmeshcha? You wanna try your luck, sonny?
Alright, let's get to it.
Maybe just a friendly one to get the blood pumping. We're in the dungeon after all, aren't we? But under one condition. If I win, you tell me where I can find Ariel.
If I win, I'll be happy enough.
What? Alright.
Hang on. That's enough.
Really? You guys want to keep fighting? I'll keep fighting.
You're the son of a bitch of Shrudmeshcha.
Thank you. Now, would anyone be so kind as to point me in the direction of Mr. Ariel Rafe?
Take a look at Ruzhitsky Bazaar. He has got this sorta Geschäft there.
Thanks.
Oh my god, now I gotta go back up to the bazaar. Hey, that's where I
right
found
to
the
call
genie.
this place the dungeon.
Is there anything in here I should find? Or I go looking for Ariel? Alright, there was nothing to find. I'm just gonna head back to the bazaar. How bizarre. How bizarre. That's where I found the genie. I wonder if technically I would have headed back there anyway to find the genie and I just kind of sped that up a lot faster than I should have. Oh? Never mind, he's not where the genie was. He's at a totally different location. Although I'm picking up on something. Meticulously emptied of money. The theft was quick and discreet. It had to be discreet, and not for the sake of professionalism, but out of fear of the magician. If he catches someone stealing on his turf, he won't let it go. Quickly and discreetly, then, very discreetly. I've got the best prices. I'm sure you do. I got 3 directions to go there, and a red circle to check out. Ooh. I got multiple things that I gotta look for. Alright. To the circles. I'm looking for things and finding stuff. A thought flows down the sides of the bottle, not particularly cohesive, but expert in nature. He's had a lot of alcohol in his life, in every neighborhood and from under every counter, one could say. And yet the best moonshine is served at the butcher shop at Rozik. Such are the facts of life here by the Vistula. Interesting. To the other circle of things and stuff, I see shinies. That's a thing. Someone wanted to write. The window radiates with the joyful anticipation of cures. The butcher shop may be closed in theory, but every curer knows that the good stuff will come, and each of them is prepared to politely wait for it. Nice. That's nice. Good customer activity and actions. Let's go to this circle of circles. More stuff on the ground. Admittedly smoked to the last puff. Words of satisfaction glow on the tip of the cigar butt. Cigars and gifts just for keeping patrols away from the butcher shop. No problem. I believe we'll be heading to the butcher shop later to find Ariel Rafe. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, pardon. Looking for stuff and things. Book at a stall long, long ago in a place where today a proud city stretches across the Vistula. There were wild woods swarming with large wild game. Aurochs, the precursor to cows, boars, and bears. It so happened that once Prince Casimir's visited these parts, having lost himself in the hunt, he suddenly found himself in the darkest regions of the forest. He roamed for a long time, having lost his way, and just as he was about to lose all hope of ever returning home, he saw a glade, and in the middle of that glade, a small hut. In the hut, he found a poor married couple and their newborn twins. The host offered him their hospitality and gave him food and drink. In return, the grateful prince named their children Wars and Sava, and left a purse full of gold for the couple. They soon built a large homestead there, and new neighbors began settling all around them. To commemorate that event, the settlement was named Varsava. Ha ha ha, the naming and founding of a city is always fun, especially old ones. New ones are just like, it's named after a guy.
That wasn't too hard.
Milk chocolate bar. A refreshing scent of excitement cuts through the aroma of chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, chocolate with nuts, all in beautiful shades of brown and beige, complete with subtle carmines of raisins and raspberries. I could do without the raisins. The colors might be associated with the earth, but they definitely taste of luxury. Chocolate used to be the drink only for the emperors and empresses of the Incan Empire. It's also a bitter drink. This outfit is the epitome of Polishness. Boring on the outside, it holds the burning heart of the nation within. Cheap yet sturdy fabrics in the hands of a crafty tailor will gain class, and unobtrusive shades of brown will make a great backdrop for the centerpiece of the whole look. The vest dripping with gold and crimson. This isn't an outfit, it's a manifesto. I'm finding all sorts of things here. Bottles are covered with dust. The bottles tremble from the irritation instilled in them. After all, the vodka inside them is just as good as the merchandise of this bizarre magician. If only people would appreciate that and stop buying from under the counter. Search for the Kabbalist in Roziki Bazaar. This whole magician is none other than Ariel Rafe. One must give him credit for ruling the entire bazaar. It seems that he set up a thriving moonshine distillery and a closed butcher shop. The place is worth a visit. Okay. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm looking for the closed butcher shop that I think I was already at. Or I wasn't. Is it up here on this stepway? Where everyone was waiting patiently? We're closed, buzz off. Oh, I shall not do
Where do
any
you think
buzzing.
you're going, pretty boy?
I'm looking for someone. They say he's got a business here.
Do the smart thing and hit the road.
No, let's fight.
Go on. Fuck off.
How about I beat you up with my Salators? Salator. remarked that he sounds like the contact you're looking for.
You talk just like the friend I'm looking for.
I'm asking you nicely, capisce? Bid it.
No. I'm asking for Ariel Ruffer.
I'm looking for Ariel Roffe.
Then you can double fuck off, you fucking dummkopf.
You'll attract more attention with that shouting.
Buzz on for I get my club. You're not gonna tell me how to do my job, you flibbit and raggedy sot.
You have a club?
Idiot.
I probably have a gun sometimes. Why not the drunk customers mentioned they were policemen?
But I know Ariel's got his hideout here. I even know which copper's hands he greases.
I don't know about no bribes, you provocateur.
Oh no, I broke it.
Provocateur?
Fuck off.
Oh, what about the drunk? What about the drunk customers?
I swear, I know this is Ariel's hideout.
Know how to read? It says butcher's shop.
Yeah.
Sure, it's extra kosher, because there's no meat at all in there. Come on, every bum at Rouget's reeks of booze from this place.
And when they come here, I'll tell them to fuck off.
Please, I just want a word with Ariel.
Ogras, how come he's still standing here mouthing off at you?
It's me, Victor.
Shulsky, I remember. Fuck off.
So, should I give him what for, boss?
Do what you want.
But we have to talk. So you've had enough of fighting. Hear you out.
Ariel, come on. Let's talk, please.
But Ogras, maybe don't take on the son of Shrutmiestya on your own, yeah?
Oh my god.
I'll call you a priest if you want.
I don't know if I've ever actually fought just one person. They've always turned into multi-fights. Alright, let's get this over with.
Alright, leave him be.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Shulsky. Let's get out of sight. But if anything starts shaking, I'll shoot you.
Alright, understood.
Don't stare. That way.
This whole butcher's shop is a cover, right?
None of your business.
Dude, you and I both have that ability. Alright, let's... Oh, wow. He teleported here. He's so fast. Is he human? No.
Sit
he's
down.
honest.
Tell me why you're bothering me. And how exactly did you find me?
I mean, how you find him?
It wasn't such a huge challenge.
Who squealed?
Talk about the dungeon.
There are traces all over the dungeon. You're not being very careful.
If you want something out of me, you better get to the ass-kissing part. Say what you want.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna get
I've
to the
got a
point.
certain problem, and I'd like to get rid of it quickly.
Is it made of clay and weighs 2 tons when it shows up? So you got sick of running back and forth across Kervich Bridge?
I'm not going to pretend I understand.
Golems aren't great at swimming, remember? Since it's following you, going across a bridge would force it to... Forget it. I can see why you can't deal with it on your own.
I need the knowledge of a Kabbalist. Your knowledge.
I think I have at least a few reasons to say no, don't I? The main one is the death of my business partner and best friend.
My pride is too low? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't...
My sympathies about Javier.
That's my
Really,
dad's problem.
He didn't deserve it. But I didn't deserve a golem either.
A faithful friend and a quick healer. What am I supposed to do with your sympathies?
I don't have time, Ariel. We both know that only you can help me. You can keep tormenting me, but are you going to tell me something or not?
I can torment you and tell you.
You can do two things
A
at once.
golem is a salutor like any other, but housed in a physical form.
but you attract it and bind it in the same way.
Let him. Yeah, I'm gonna let him keep talking.
The difference being that it's following blood first and the flaw second. But first, you have to deprive the golem of its physical body, the shell in which the Thaumaturge is housed. You also need to know where the ritual was conducted, because that's the only place you can do it. Good luck.
I know where it was summoned.
I know the place the golem was summoned. The basement of Nozick Synagogue.
So, Sofer managed to do it?
Yeah. Golem can only be stopped in the place it was brought to light. Yeah, we already know that.
How can I get rid of that clay shell it has?
You can't. For that, you need a Kabbalist. Moi. I know the incantation for the Berur ritual.
What?
Instructions for reversing the evil eye, cleansing body and soul, and hiding from the unwanted, but why should I explain them to you?
I'm guessing this will cost me something. Money? A favor? A further humiliation?
We'll see.
Okay, so tell me about the flaw.
So, apart from my family's blood, the golem is attracted to my initial flaw, right?
Initial? So how many have you got?
I've got a bunch. Admit there are many. Let's go with the private. I'm kind of just want to.
I've got plenty. I have a really handsome number of salutors.
You're lying. You'd have lost your mind.
If you say so.
I've got a Rasputin. Okay.
Thank you. So we're going into the basement of a synagogue, where you'll use Kabbalah to strip the golem of its physical form, right? Then I'll bind it and free myself from its curse?
Not quite. The golem is mine.
You can have. You know what? If this means I don't get an extra Salutor, I'm okay giving it to him. What do you need a golem for?
What do you need the golem for?
None of your business.
Are you gonna go insane?
You want revenge. That's very sentimental if you think about it.
Another word, and you'll be looking for a new Kabbalist.
Yeah, sure, you can have the golem.
Agreed. The golem will be yours.
You didn't say the magic words.
Please?
I hereby promise that the golem is yours, as long as you can handle it.
Oh.
Way to go. Don't worry about the rest.
Oh.
Hold on.
What?
If I lose my initial flaw, I'll lose contact with my initial salutor, right?
Could be yes, could be no. I don't know. Want to find out?
No.
Unless you've got a long line of relatives with flaws?
I'm gonna... Ligia, as far as I know, doesn't have a flaw, because I've never seen her... Since I'm not going to sacrifice mine, I need to know if my sister carries one as well.
Just me.
Anything else?
Actually, I have a twin.
So she is
An
his twin.
unexpected development.
Okay, I thought they were
Does she
twins.
carry a flaw?
How does he know she's
I
a
don't know.
she?
So find out. A toast? A very successful batch. We haven't shipped everything out yet.
This won't make me go blind, will it?
The risk is part of the fun.
Can't say I've ever had moonshine before, but I have had corn whiskey, and it was terrible. Sure.
I'll risk it.
Does the golem just manifest suddenly, or like will I see it walking down the street and through the bazaar? That stuff will suck the air right out of your lungs. I will join you. I'll join you in a minute. You know what? Let's go to the synagogue.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Godspeed. Find that flaw of Lygia's.
How does he know who Lygia is? I didn't even mention her name. How does he know these things? Or did I mention Lygia and I forgot? I don't know. Wait, why did I come here if I had to talk to Lygia first? Oh, wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. 3 candles. Ariel scattered words of deep meditation on the Kabbalistic nature of the elements around the candles. Fire, air, and water are complemented by earth, which constitutes Golem's essence, at least in theory. Sefer Yetzirah. Thoughts of doubt clung to the book. Ariel admitted to himself that he would have wielded the names of God more skillfully had his faith not died one fateful afternoon. Having sensed that I was coming, however, Rafe quickly composed himself. Huh. Ritual is based on the use of the right combination of the names of God and the elements, complemented by Golem. Kabbalah isn't that hard. Yeah, well, let's just see you make your own Salators. Here, let me go talk to Lygia. I don't want to lose Upier, but I also don't want to kill my sister. So let me just kind of dabble into that idea. Hey, Dickstein's apartment's right outside the synagogue. Hold on.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Shulsky, thank you for coming.
What's this about?
What is this about, exactly?
A student was arrested. The foundations of the conspiracy are beginning to crumble. What happened was a tragedy. Such a young man, so talented.
Oh.
I'll explain everything, but let me take this first.
Okay.
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back shortly.
Well, unexpected. All right, let's snoop around your house real quick. This is to announce and distress that, in accordance with the ruling of the Government Commission on Religious Dominations and Public Enlightenment, it is forbidden to educate anyone on topics related to deceitful and socially harmful subjects. These include teachings related to the history of the alleged Polish nation, revolutionary socialist ideas, and backward theories pertaining to the alleged Thaumaturge. Removing these topics from public debate will allow the nation of the Russian Empire to flourish and reach its full potential. That's only going to encourage further resistance. Please be advised that your repeated requests for permission to register a higher education institution have been denied. Please note that this decision is final and you are not entitled to any appeal procedures. Warsaw does not need another educational institution. The existing one are considered sufficient from the perspective of the policy pursued by the Russian Empire. It's like when you deny education, it makes people want it more. The edges are worn. The hands move fast and the eyes follow every motion. Diamonds, tens, aces, everything radiates focus. Now she comes out on top, even though no one will notice. Reshuffle. Paulina. Valdemar has been one of my most talented students. There are no words to express my sorrow over what happened. I can only assume that you can count on my help and support in case of trouble. Please do not hesitate to ask. What is... I don't want to know what I'm picking up. A cabinet key. Oh. I'm being very sneaky.
Don't look at me like that. After all, Dickstein himself wants me to discover everything, right?
Yes, Wojtek is brave. But the thing is, he might be too brave. No, I don't know anything. I don't even have anyone I could ask.
Risk it.
Yes, I miss you. But caution comes first. How are your parents? You always say that, and then your hands get cold. Hold on. Did you say something to me?
No, I was just talking to myself. Nice apartment.
Thank you. Please wait until I'm finished.
Of course.
That was weird. His soft tone, loud laughter, and tenderness showing through every word. Whoever's on the other end of the line, Dickstein certainly has great affection for them. Affectionate phone calls? The trace of a woman left in the apartment? It's none of my business, really. Unfortunately, I'm curious by nature. I'm gonna wait for you by snooping around your house some more. I really don't know how to express myself more clearly. Don't write to me again. Don't bother me at work. Don't try to contact my family. And if you see me on the street, be so kind and pretend you don't know me. Your request borders on madness. Free education? It's a fairy tale. A university for women? That's some kind of deranged hallucination. This is Russia, not Paris. It won't work. Ever. If you don't understand that, you'll end up in the Citadel. Forgive me, but I have no such desire. That's why I'm repeating myself for the 100th time. Stop contacting me. Without regards, N. The smell of fear fills the nostrils and stifles breathing. This man asks for too much. One cannot step out of line or take risks. One cannot trust. Dickstein is working to legalize the flying universities, so far with little success. Oh, sad. Trying to do it by right. Signed by Anna and Slavic. One last farewell kiss. The child's small hands slowly slip from the adult's grasp. One last look and the train leaves. To a place far from here, it leaves behind emptiness, sorrow, and the belief that this is the only way his loved ones will be safe. Sad. He probably sent his family away to keep him away from the issues of what he's doing. Ash and self-control spread around the cigarette butt. Tobacco is a bandage for sorrows. It cradles the wound, keeping away the thoughts of the young people who risk imprisonment and their lives. In the name of an ideal or his ambition, it's better not to know. It's better to smoke. Man, this man is like stressed beyond belief. Dickstein is perfectly aware of the danger that comes with running an illegal university. The cause is important and the goal is worth every effort. However, every person imprisoned because of it adds to the burden on his conscience. Could it be too high a price? Perhaps they're getting into it of their own accord. They know the risks, just you feel responsible for it. Alright, let's just wait for him out here.
Now that you're comfortable and all ears, I think we can begin.
All right, tell me.
As you already know, recently one of my students was arrested.
Yes.
I think your help will be invaluable.
How so? Who called?
The phone call you received, was it anyone important?
First of all, it was a private conversation. It was my wife, if you must know. I understand that I must answer more uncomfortable questions.
Okay, fine. Jesus, just asking if it was okay. Why does everyone immediately get so... Is everyone back in time?
How
Just so
can
evil?
I help?
Not evil.
I'm afraid that the arrest of this boy threatens the continued operation of the Flying University.
Why, is he a squealer?
You're afraid he might simply give you up.
I have also heard that some students have begun to accuse each other of working with the Ochrana. It's very destructive.
Alright.
In order for the meetings to continue, I need to know if someone has actually betrayed us. The venue of our next lecture can also be considered compromised.
Point out the deck of cards. Ask about the deck of cards.
Do you like to play solitaire?
What makes you ask that?
You're not a gambling man, but your cards appear used.
Oh, the cards. Yes, well.
I know Polina left them here.
Cards also involve math. I use them to explain probability calculus.
You teach your students how to count cards?
Trust me, this has no relation to our case.
Is she the one the students suspect of being an Ochrana spy? Because she's Russian.
Oh yeah, so she's the
Regrettably, we live in such xenophobic times, but I don't harbor even the slightest suspicion against her. Actually, I would like you to definitively eliminate her as a suspect.
Okay.
Preferably without her finding out.
What? Browns are not like, yeah, What makes her so special?
It seems you look after Polina more than the rest of the female students.
I don't expect you to understand all my motivations. I only need your help with the mole matter. If you're able to handle it safely and discreetly for all involved, I shall be very much obliged.
I'm nosy by nature. Please excuse me.
Yeah, that's how
We'll
I find
round
out
up all
things.
suspects in one place.
Discover stuff.
Next, we'll say that I'm there because of a thaumaturgical lecture that you yourselves have requested.
Good idea. The question is, where?
I think it's time for me to reciprocate with an invitation to my house. I only need to ask my sister first.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, and then, just tell them, it's just a gathering. Nothing specific, nothing educational, just a bunch of friends hanging out, having a
I
little
think we can conclude our
party by
meeting.
invitation only.
Thank you. You're of great help to me. I'll let you know when we're ready. And please be careful. There's been some commotion in front of the tenement house again. Sometimes I don't know if they're coming for me already or if the time hasn't come yet.
Okay.
And one more thing. When you go out, leave the keys to the locker on the table. All right? Next time, all you have to do is ask.
Of course. Goodbye.
What if I don't leave the keys? Alright. Alright, you can have your cabinet key back. I will see you later. Oh, Lygia's at the store. I don't even have to go home. Convenient.
Not now, Victor. I don't have time.
What's wrong?
We have to talk about the golem. I know how to stop it now.
You know what to do? Tell me.
I found out that you can only call off a golem in the place where it was made. It was summoned in the synagogue.
How do you know that?
Hyatt told me.
Father's former sales clerk led me there.
Hayat? How did he know? Don't tell me he had something to do with this.
Alright, I won't tell you he had something to do with this. She deserved to know everything.
Well, he begged the previous rabbi to send the golem after father. He did it out of revenge for the disappearance of a certain Horowitz.
The pharmacist? What exactly is Hayat accusing Papa of? Of killing him?
Ask if she trusts you. Do you trust me? Say that's what you've arranged.
Do you trust me, sister?
I trust you. And I'm glad that you're here with me. Even if it's not always easy.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you know what a flaw is?
Interesting. Skip that
Kind
part.
of, but Papa didn't tell me too much about his abilities.
Alright, so let me just tell you what flaws are.
A flaw is a hidden stamp that sometimes defines our behavior or even our lives. It's formed in the subconscious and centers around the things that matter most to us. It might be the memory of something tragic or shocking from the past, or something that takes us over completely, obsessively. If you were to tell me the one thing in your life that matters most, what would it be?
Where's this coming from? My family. And you, too, of course.
Now, seriously this time.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm putting you second. Work comes first. I want to work. Hard and honestly. And I want to be respected for it. Not have fingers pointed at me. And so it will be.
Alright, Lygia's flaw was, I don't know what you would call this. Determination? Resolve? I already have all the information on Golem's curse. All I need to do now is go to the ritual site with Ligia. Ariel Rafe will be waiting for us there. I only wonder if I should keep a promise made to a criminal.
I don't doubt you've got that certain something inside you.
Thank her for her honesty. Say that even so, she has a flaw.
I will. And thank you for opening up to me. And good luck.
Thank you.
Wait,
I meant the people who stand in your way.
Thank you.
Ask her to come with you to finish the golem case. Remark that you remember the store differently. Ask if the golem was physically mad. No, just it.
I need you. We must end it. Together.
You sound serious. What's going on?
Today, the curse placed on Father will lose its power. But we have to get going.
Are we going down into the synagogue basement?
No, the synagogue dungeon.
Ariel Rafe is already waiting for us. He's the one leading this whole thing.
Do I know him?
I don't think
I
so.
sincerely hope not. He's not a suitable companion for you.
Oh, now I'm dying of curiosity.
There's no time.
How exciting! I feel 10 years old again.
Wait, I change my outfit on occasion. Did she just wear the same thing? Alright. We're here. That was weird.
The darling sister, here in person. You clearly are of the same blood. We have nearly everything ready, I see.
I don't think we've met. Ligia Szulska.
Ariel Rafe. The pleasure is mine.
Mr. Rafe, this is everything I've been able to find. The candles are placed where you commanded.
Fine.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Szulski. And you must be dear Ligia Szulska. My regards.
The mademoiselle looks pale. Do you feel all right, my lady?
Yes, sure.
Victor, I need a pound of flesh, and it's up to you whose body it comes from.
Pound?
Victor, what's going on?
A pound?
What's he talking about?
To lure the golem, we need your mature flaw.
Am I the bait?
Admit that sounded bad.
I could have phrased it better. The point is that only you with your flaw can lure the golem here.
Will I lose my flaw in the process?
One that's linked with aspirations, chasing something. Ambition, even to an excessive degree. And yes, you will lose it.
Fine. Get that flaw out of me.
Thank you for her trust. Why don't you want it?
May I ask why you don't want to?
Based on what you explained to me about flaws, I consider it an imperfection. And I'm a perfectionist, Victor.
Enough chit-chat. Since everything's ready, let's get to work.
Alright. How are we gonna strip it?
How do you get rid of the golem's physical form?
There's an old ritual. It's called the Beller. It's a sifting ritual. The incantation allows us to sift out the demonic part from the rest of the creature. It also helps with cases of possession.
Good to know.
By the way, your father must have really gotten under Sopher's skin.
My father had that effect on people.
Alright. Is this safe?
This ritual, are you sure it's safe?
Just trust me, as I trust you'll keep your word. I won't touch a hair on your sister's head.
I'm here, Mr. Rafe.
And aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Didn't you already see her come in? This is very strange. Okay, you know what? We're ready. We're ready to get rid of the golem.
Let's begin.
Or you can have the golem.
Don't
Honestly,
mess
I'm not
this
gonna
up.
keep it.
I'll do my best.
How is the golem gonna get down here?
Won't it come?
Patience.
Why was it coming after me initially? Well, shit.
Hashem, be merciful.
Have more faith, Feldman. More faith. Yit Kadash Shimiraba.
You wanna hold hands or something?
Ready?
Yes.
What's going on? I'm just gonna patiently stand over here and watch.
I take her flaw, you get rid of the golem, and we're quits.
Okay. Cool, Ariel. Lure the golem with your flaw pride and intercept it. Say yes. Okay, yeah, I want to do it, but I'm not going to use my pride.
Back in a moment.
Does that mean I'm agreeing to that?
Mr. Rofa, what?
She'll be fine. It's all over. You're both free.
Oh, that was actually a lot less horrible than I thought it would be. Alright, thank you.
Thank you. For my sake and Ligia's.
Not a problem. Come on. We gotta take your sister home.
I'll call you a carriage.
Thank you. Oh, wait, are her eyes closed or... I hope so. How are you feeling?
What happened? How did I get here?
I wasn't supposed to tell you, but Rafa brought you.
Oh. Was he saying something?
Why is she asking about Rafe? Ariel.
Why are you asking about Rafa?
God, no reason. I was just curious. I've never dealt with his type.
He's pretty handsome, I guess.
Stop.
Okay. I'll see how she's doing. She just woke up, so...
Now we're safe from the curse of Satanisław. Rafa kept his word and stopped the golem from pursuing us.
So now it's going to serve him.
So, that was the deal.
I kept my word. That was what we'd agreed.
Maybe you should have consulted me, huh? It was my flaw.
But you agreed to it.
I'm kidding. You should have seen your face. May I hear the details of your deal?
I'll tell you another time. I'm going now.
Wait, where am I going?
All right. I'll just stay here a little longer.
And if Ariel already has a Salutor, why would he need another one? And how come he seemed to be okay when I walked away? Alright, let's, I guess... I have... Wait, hold on. We need to talk about the flying thing. Actually, maybe I can figure out what Opier wants.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Talk to me, Opier. Oh. Alright, I'm continuing down the street, I guess. What's going on down here? Chalk?
Father, can Abauretse come with us to the sea?
Out of the question. Holidays are to be spent with family, with loved ones, not with servants.
Oh? Did he used to work for your family? Huh.
Listen, boy. You'll be the head of this family someday, and you have to understand that family is the one thing you can always rely on. Especially since you're a Tempermancer. Others will rob you, kill you, or even worse, ruin you. You should keep your friends close, but never behind your back. And your enemies you should keep even closer, next to your heart, because only then will they not surprise you.
Interesting. Interesting lessons he's teaching me at such a young age. Where am I going? Oh, is this the church? No. The train station.
Rarely did I see my father so furious.
Really? I thought he was just always mad.
He thought that a trip to the once Polish Baltic Sea would improve his chilly relations with Mother. I really didn't want to go. I preferred to play with Aborice in the streets of Prague. Mom wasn't disappointed that we stayed either. I didn't want to step on Father's toes again, so I asked Ligia to make a scene. Like she did when Grażynka tried sending her to bed and she wanted to keep reading. I didn't even have to persuade her much. I wondered if it was the power of the twin bond or if I manipulated her subconsciously back then.
I hope not.
Now I know I couldn't do it without forming our pact. But if that's the case, what were you doing here?
Yeah. Man, if pride is my flaw, wasn't Opier associated with, like a formerly, like a tormented soul?
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Why are you looking at that guy? What is he showing me? I'm confused. Yeah, Opier.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Oh, you're calling it a wraith, huh? Interesting. I'm surprised, like, Father, knowing that his son is probably a Thaumaturge, why he wouldn't just, you know that he's telling
Victor,
the truth.
promise me that the whispers of these salutors of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your father.
I promise, Mother. I'd rather not change at all, much less into Father.
Who did they get to voice the kids for this stuff? Some of the kids are a little bit, more kid-like, and others are like, what?
Oh. You'll see! My Oper will order you to eat your own brain! I'm telling Mom, all you Thaumaturges are crazy.
Yeah, Thaumaturges are crazy. You should see what Tempermancers are. Oh, that's where I caught the gin. The heck? What do you want from me, Opier?
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime. I remember there was someone else here.
Ah, Father was here when I got it.
He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet.
Well, I'm sorry that it attached to me at a young age.
Yes, maybe he was right.
What is Opier trying to uncover for me? Kinda has me running all over the place. Alright, Opier.
The plan is simple. Bashka has a stand around the corner where she sells moonshine. You've got the money, I've got the will, everything fits. The evening is set.
You're a real strategist, brother.
Wait, am I peeing on that thing? Isn't that like a water dispenser? impolite. Yeah, this is where the...
Then, the bald guy looks to his left, looks to his right, and boom! Smacks the cop right in the face.
Calm down, don't go hitting me now. Has anyone ever told you that you get overly excited about certain things?
Yeah, I'm really excited about certain things that get me popped in the face. Alright, I guess not where Ariel Raffe's moonshine is being made.
Name?
Shulsky.
From those Shulskis? Well, well, your daddy will be happy.
Just like my daddy when he hears that I've been leading little Victor down the wrong path again.
Shut your mouth, punk, or my deputy will put a precautionary bullet in your right butt cheek.
Just my right butt cheek, not my left. Not gonna do both sides. Interesting. Opier, talk to me. What? Why are you sending me down memory lane, I guess?
Aboris wanted to show me his father's store. He picked a bad moment. I didn't need Thaumaturge to feel his shame at that moment. We can go. Now I'm ashamed of what I felt back then. I felt superior.
Ouch. Oh, and that's his flaw of pride. Opier, why are you showing me these things? You're taking me all over the city.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
Yeah.
Victor, my old man will kill me when he finds out this was our doing.
Don't go yellow on me now, brother. First off, it wasn't our doing, it was mine. Second, keep a lookout if anybody's coming. I have to focus. Setemin's a prick. Look, it's so pretty.
You've made the eye a little crooked.
Huh. At least I thought he was not casting a spell, he's just doing vandalism? Strange. What? I'm curious. I'm trying to figure out what the whole point of all of this is other than my flaw of pride. But I know I have that flaw, and I'm pretty sure I should be aware of where it came
Victor,
from.
get it through your fucking head. I don't give a fuck about the Shulsky family money. This is a matter of my pops and my honor.
All right already, calm down. I have a different plan.
What plan? Because if Sataniswaf is involved, I'm out!
Calm down, it's not like that, but we have to get into his office.
Oh, very sneaky. Kind of put me right back where I started. Oh, isn't this where I started this whole journey?
I don't want to see it. We didn't realize what we were doing. We were still children. Mieszko Setemin was a scoundrel. He ruined many people's lives.
Is he the one that shut down?
This is my pride. The same you clung to. Barely discovered, but it was what pushed me into it. It got the better of me at the time. Are we all like that? Is every Thaumaturge enslaved by their flaw?
I mean, I've been trying to avoid it if possible.
I was tormented by guilt for a long time. But eventually, that event made me who I am today. Didn't it?
Okay. Well, I guess that was a good bit of exposition. It's strange that that happened. You know, let's go see what Alberizzi is up to. Hey, Alberizzi, what are you up to? Why is your bar closed?
You want to quote me? Then start writing. Here goes a poem.
If I want poetry, I'll read some Konopnicka.
In Śródmieście, the bastards went on strike. And that's something I don't like. So I grab an axe in my hand.
This is a serious story. Workers deserve some respect.
Shut the fuck up and write. I grab an axe in my hand, and... Victor, give me a rhyme.
And the shit buckishly.
I will try not to get the clap in my rear end.
Good one.
WS. I expected more of you.
Yeah, well, I'm not here to help
the
you.
press lived off that kind of scoop.
The press has its limitations, WS. But we journalists at least try to make a change, unlike many others.
Oh, bollocks. You write about what gets you money and readers.
What was that about?
Don't worry. It's just a shitty situation. Do you want to come by for a drink? I can tell you all about it then.
I mean, I guess I have to.
Sure, lead the way.
I have some interesting, acquaintances.
Well, speak.
WS? Seriously? How lame is that? Anyway,
the sewers in the neighborhood were commissioned by Neumeier, but the workers just dug it all up, and now they're on strike or wandering around. And when I send my shivs after them, more flood in. Do something before I kill them all.
What? What?
Why are the workers on strike?
Neumeier, their employer, fired a few of them, so the guys got pissed and started a riot.
Maybe I could talk to them.
Be my guest. Those that were fired are hanging out in my bar and drinking. And those who still have jobs, you can find them in the southern part of the district. Follow those trenches they dug. You won't miss them.
Okay, who's this Neumeier character?
So who is that Neumeier?
He came from Germany. Decent fellow. They say he's got some experience in that sort of enterprise.
Since when do you regard decent people?
Since the sounds of construction keep banging in my ears. The guy has an office on Poznańska Street. You'll see a sign.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe a friend Romek could help. They say he's a good chap.
Stop bragging about your adventures. I'm suffering here. You gave him a fat lip, and you got a life lesson.
What?
Nothing to get dramatic about.
Alright, I'll see what I got. Yeah, like, wait, what's it? No, helping a friend out.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Whatever makes them go back to work. Whether you do some hocus pocus or send a demon after one of them, I don't mind. How about we come up with some buddy names for us?
What? That's a terrible idea. You know what? Sure.
Great idea. I'll leave it up to you.
Man, I won't let you down.
Thanks, Abruzzi. Oh, wait, he's making me think of the name? Why did that just register in my brain? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Where is this leading me? Out the window. The office is closed. Customers of all sorts are currently asked to come back later. Okay. Strike in Neumeier's company. Black crowds are gathering over Wolfgang Neumeier's enterprise. Following the changes he introduced, Mr. Neumeier was forced to release half of his workforce. Half? However, this was met with a harsh protest, and the remaining employees have gone on strike and refused to go back to work until their co-workers are taken back. Negotiations are in process, yet none of the sides are willing to give in. The strike leaders, apart from the pleading for their colleagues, have made additional demands: higher wages and a 90-minute lunch. 90 minutes? Jesus, hours should be sufficient. Lunch break. The conflict is sure to afflict the entire town, as the sewage system construction has ground to a standstill, and there is no telling when it will be resumed. Jesus Christ. Neumeier went to negotiate with the striking workers, and something tells me that he was not in a particularly conciliatory mood. His office will be closed until tomorrow, which perhaps creates a certain opportunity. The office door is locked. What now? Words float above the door with meticulous wood carving, light and airy, like fluff. They whisper of a great mystery, a hiding place unknown to anyone. Under a concrete slab and invisible to the human eyes lies a spare key to the office. There's a key down there. Since the office is locked, I accidentally found out where the key is. I have to follow through and go in there, right? Besides, what Neumeier doesn't see won't hurt him. Sure.
The things people come up with.
Could do a little bacon and eggs, a little B&E.
I'll do some exploring.
All right. Oh my God. Lots to see. Lots to do. Words full of desperation and determination are scattered between book pages. He must let people go. It's the only way, but he must keep up appearances. He needs an excuse. Drinking at work? No one will feel sorry for drunkards. No one will shed a tear. So he's running out of money. Words of disappointment and resignation pour from the phone receiver. They talk about a loan that was almost granted but ultimately fell through, about dashed hopes and the realization that there is no chance of a loan. Uh-oh. He's running out of money. Sinister incantations hover over the offer. They demonstrate passion and conviction in wishing the would-be buyer shaving breeches and for the horse to bite him on the ass. Bucephalus is not for sale. Is that Bucephalus?
The telephone.
Words of pride hover over the painting. Pride in owning a thoroughbred mount. A mount that doesn't walk but flows. That doesn't jump but flies. And its nostrils are a sort of soft... And its nostrils are as soft as a cloud. It's generally leagues above all other horses. Do I answer the phone? Sure. Not supposed to. Say something stupid.
Round about the sat a little hare, the bow-wows came and chased him right up there. La 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 la.
Three little kittens, they lost their mittens and they began to cry. Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear that our mittens have gone awry. Tra la 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 la.
What the fuck was that about? Man, it said something dumb, but at least I didn't, like, reveal who I am or that I'm in the office. Hopefully that didn't come back and hurt me at all. Are you Mr. Neumeier?
This is negotiation, so let's negotiate. You won't finish the job without us. That's the truth.
Mr. Neumeier?
Nicht jetzt. How many times do I have to tell you?
Not yet.
This can't be done. It doesn't work like that. That's not how you do Geschäfte.
Listen, sir, we won't give up. Either you can take back the men you fired, or you can say goodbye to the workers you've got left.
You can build these sewers yourself, you lousy capitalist asshole.
Rude!
This is just gutter talk, not negotiations.
Impasse. Both sides determined to achieve their goals and are not going to back down. It looks like I'll have to help them. Try to straighten things out.
The gutter is quite fitting, actually. You're building the sewers, after all.
What?
It's a joke.
Who are you and what do you want?
Here for the
I wanted to talk to you.
Zeit ist Geld. I don't have time.
Time is money.
Neither for you nor for these negotiations. Let's go back to work.
No. Lads, the strike's still on. We're not touching the work. It's knock-off time until further notice.
Well, I hope they have money to not work.
Maybe now you can spare me a moment?
Not here. Follow me, please.
Where am I following you to? Abrizis?
I bet you regret those layoffs now, don't you?
Better hair. I deal with that kind of aggression every day. I got used to it. Zeit ist Geld. What brings you here?
Workers' aggression.
What do you mean by aggression?
I'm talking about that troglodyte, that Rude guy. Diesen Mistkerl.
What did you do?
He smeared my office windows with shit. Scheiße. I know it was him. I know it. I have no proof, but I know it.
That probably means it was
Can
somebody
you
else.
imagine? That gestank? That stink?
Me favors the argument of strength and clearly has no sympathy for Neumeier.
Why did the workers go on strike?
Sir, I fired those who drank at work and everyone suddenly went mad. You Poland. I don't understand you. It's time to bring this country into the 20th century. In Germany, it's unthinkable to drink vodka at work.
Didn't you just make that more about what?
So what's the story with those layoffs?
I don't like inaction. So when I set new rules and people kept drinking, I gave them an ultimatum.
And how much time did you give them to adapt to the new rules?
What do you mean? There's action and there's reaction. I set the new rules on Monday, and on Wednesday, I let them go.
You're a little rash. You have 2-day adaptation.
What you did was stupid.
Are you standing up for these drunkards? What, are you a socialist?
That's not the point. You can't expect these people to change overnight.
That's true.
I'll get going.
I had my reasons, mostly concerning work ethics, but there are always many factors involved. Es ist kompliziert.
It's complicated.
You know what it's like.
I've never ran a business before. Moira seems to be looking for a way out of his financial troubles. The solution to the problem lies right under Neumeier's nose. The money from the sale of the horse would put an end to his liquidity problems. But, well, the horse would have to be sold first, and apparently that is painful. Fortunately, I am able to soothe the rich man's aching heart. Oh, Velis, thank you.
Mr. Neumeier?
Yeah?
Emily, make him sell Bucephalus.
Deep in your heart, you know what's important and what the right thing to do is. It's the man that counts, not the horse.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, that was exceedingly easy.
Meine Herren, listen to me, please. I know some bad words have been said, but I have found a solution. Your Freunde will go back to work.
Really?
Yeah. I've understood what really matters. You are the most important. Now, everyone can get back to work. Ich verspreche es.
Has he lost his mind or what?
Gentlemen, it worked. We'll start a union.
Wait, what? That wasn't quite what I was trying to do. Oh, I guess there was some stuff for me to discover. All right, well, Abrazzi, I've solved your problem. That was unexpected.
Done. The wheels are in motion. I'm accepting compliments.
I could kiss your forehead.
Please don't.
How did you manage to do that?
It turned out Neumeier had a purebred horse. It was worth enough to re-employ all the people he had fired. So he decided to sell it.
How generous. And voluntarily, of course.
Of course.
Believe it or not, I've been quite busy myself. Listen to this. Spirit King and Phantom Prince. Or, better yet, Poet and Pilgrim. Get it?
Yeah, sure, whatever. Good job, Abrazzi.
You're the poet and I'm the pilgrim because I've traveled a lot?
You bet. And fuck that guy with his WS. So see you around, Pilgrim.
I'll see you around, little pilgrim. Who do you think I am, John Wayne? Alright. Well. Let's see what I can do now. Well, I went looking for a thing, and I see a new thing. What's this going on down here? The Morning Courier to WS. I kindly request a meeting at the cafe near your home. I have a matter of great importance to discuss with you, sir.
Well, there we have it.
Fine. What do you want?
Fagin?
WS, it's good that you're here. Did you get my message?
Yeah, I saw
Indeed.
it.
I need your help.
Alright, fine.
What is it?
Have you heard what happened at Vienna Station?
No.
No.
There was an attack. Bloody and brazen. Several dead. All of them civilians, it seems.
Okay.
A new group of fanatics have taken credit for the assassination. They call themselves Lechites. The Russians have put Zhukov himself on the case. I want to write about it. The truth. But I need help.
Why am I part of this?
What did I do to earn such trust?
I liked how you handled the case of the Krajewskis and Pietya Alexandrovich. There is no one in Warsaw more suitable for what I am about to propose to you.
You flatter me.
Enough to get you interested in this case?
Maybe.
I've never written an article. How can I help?
I'll handle the writing. You focus on finding these Lechites. I want to eliminate the possibility of this being a Russian provocation. I'll interview them. What do you make of this?
Yeah, the interview won't make it past your editors.
I wouldn't be so sure the censors would allow you to print something like this.
I don't write exclusively for state-run newspapers. Have you ever heard anything about Kimichits?
Well, I didn't say you've heard about it. I don't know who that is.
I haven't. I only know the character from the book by Sienkiewicz. It's nothing special.
This is my pseudonym for a certain underground publication. I'll admit that I am rather well known in patriotic circles as Kimichits.
Congratulations.
Keep asking.
Asking what? Yeah, who are the Lechites?
Who are those Lechites?
Nobody knows. They've shown up in Warsaw only recently. This is the first attack they've taken credit for. That's why I want to reach out and talk to them. Anything else?
Zhukov. Is he that famous investigator?
They say he's amazing and very effective. If the Ruskies have got him on this case, it must be the top priority. Anything else?
Maybe?
Who died in this attack?
That's what's suspicious. Nobody knows. The list of victims has been classified, but I know that they're most likely civilians, random people, Poles. The Lechites fancy themselves patriots, and look what we have here.
That's enough for me to start with.
Okay.
So you agree?
Sure, I'll look into it when I have time.
Yes. Maybe I'll reach out to Uncle.
Good idea, because you need a pass to access the attack site. They won't just let anyone in. No offense.
No,
Do you
I get
ever
it.
see Wanda?
Perhaps I should speak to her.
Wonderful.
Wait, who's
Fine.
Wanda?
And when you happen to stumble across a Lechite, don't forget to call me.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
It's a Schröd number, 3490. I'm also leaving you their manifesto. I just want to talk to them and write an honest article about them, in Polish.
Okay. Interesting. You've turned an interesting page in your actions. Who's Wanda? I should talk to Ligia, too, about... Wait, who are you? Why are you in front of my house? Listen, Fabrice Victor, you old bastard. Come see me when you have time. I got something coming up just like in the good old days. Oh my god, I just saw you! Why didn't you tell me then? Ah! Alright, so before I continue on with the main quest and finding more out about my father, I am going to do a little bit of a requisite that Rasputin has given to me. I'm going to the Orthodox Church. I am now in Prague. What can this church tell me? What things can I ascertain being here? Can that seat in the back of this section actually see anything? The pages of the prayer book are read from often, although the words written on them have already engraved themselves in memory. The same prayers are used for various cases of alleged possession. Oh, I don't want to sit down yet. There's all sorts of things in here. Candelabrum. The candles aren't burning, and the candelabrum must be ritualistic, but only on special occasions. It's used to emit smoke. Words repeated continuously like a mantra, regularly, often, and with great excitement, still hover over the incense smoke. Attempts to chase away Satan, cries to heaven, beseeching divine intervention for souls possessed by various evil spirits. Draw a conclusion. Exorcisms are held regularly in the sacred space, conducted by Father Kirill. The clergyman follows his learned routine and does not take particular care to identify cases or actually help tormented souls. He just does it for clout, maybe? Echoes of a whisper remained atop the lectern, the confession that Kirill had heard, a confession or a silent cry for help, a desperate plea for help. Sarina. Huh. What's she doing in Poland? An icon. He looked at the icon for a long time, straight into the Tsar's eyes, as if interrogating him, perhaps looking for inspiration. He stepped away from it with a plan formed in his head, though the icon hadn't answered. From Rasputin. Huh, what's he been up to? Is he scheming? What's his motive? Her heart was pounding in trepidation as she sat in the chair. Words of the prayer brought no solace, nor did Christ, looking calmly down at her from the icon. The fear for the entity closest to her in life overshadowed everything else. Tsarina Alexandra. The Tsarina visits the Orthodox Church, most likely incognito, seeing as no one is talking about it. Her confessor is Kirill, from whom she seeks help for her troubled heart. Her thoughts are full of fear. Are you him? What am I missing? Do I need to sit down? I think I shall take a seat. I am sitting. Sitting has been had. I have sat. Oh, I look...
I haven't seen you here before, young man. You look exhausted.
I'm tired.
What brings you here?
Things and stuff. Cut the subject short. You're not religious. Admit you like churches.
I like religious buildings. There's something healing about them.
Why do you think that is?
Mention the aesthetics. Say it's about silence. Say it's smell the incense.
The atmosphere, but also the special silence that pervades this place. That's why I like going to the Basilica of Sacré-Cœur. Actually, the houses of worship of all religions have something of a similar feature. The Buddhist Bailin Temple in Peking, or the Shah Mosque in Isfahan.
God made the world as diverse as he did to make us travel it and get to know it. I sense you have doubts, questions, so ask.
Okay. What does the church think about Thaumaturge?
What is the church's position on Thaumaturge?
That's a fairly difficult subject. There is hope for all, even for those who live in great sin.
So, in your opinion, Father, being a Thaumaturge is a sin?
It's not up to me to say what's a sin and what isn't, but there's hope for everyone, young man.
Okay. Let me ask about the exorcisms.
You're an exorcist, aren't you? I've heard you regularly drive Satan out of people here.
Yes, it's true.
Does it often work?
If the flame of doubting Thomas flickers inside you, you can soon witness the miracle of exorcism with your own eyes. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes. Of course he does.
Maybe, regarding a different subject.
I'm listening.
You get some peculiar guests here, Father.
There is room in God's house for everyone.
Oh.
It's no secret that Tsarina Alexandra is particularly God-fearing. Do you know her well?
As well as a confessor can.
So, quite well.
If you're looking for gossip about Her Imperial Majesty, you've come to the wrong place. There are plenty of people at Rozhitsky Bazaar eager for such chit-chat. Unless I can help you with something else.
Yeah, there's one last thing I want to talk about.
Do you know Grigory Rasputin, Father? He also visited this place not long ago.
Rasputin. I haven't seen him here, but yes, I know him, and I remember him well. It's impossible to forget someone like that.
How do you know one another?
From back in Petersburg, he was looking for protection, posing as a great preacher, but I was suspicious of him. He was nothing more than an ordinary charlatan. Just talking about that man sullies the palate with sin. Why do you ask about him?
No reason.
Okay. During a conversation with Kira, revealed that he'd met Rasputin in Petersburg. He doesn't think very highly of him. In fact, he demonstrates hostility toward the man. Rasputin tried to ingratiate himself with the local clergy, but he didn't succeed. Rasputin has been to the Orthodox Church before. On top of that, he knows Kirill, though he didn't mention it. What is he scheming? Definitely something related to the Tsar, whose effigy he was gazing at so intently.
I feel as though this is not an accidental meeting.
I'll be off. I'm sure you have more urgent matters to attend to, Father.
Okay.
I'll be here if you want to talk. And remember, darkness does not exist without light. If your demons are real, then so is God who cursed them.
I don't know if I have demons. They're more like just pal buddies. You know, cool dudes I hang out with. They help me deal with the fact that everyone wants to fight me. Huh. Well, that was insightfully interesting. I'll have interesting bits to talk to Rasputin about. And now the main quest continues. Alberici wants to talk to me. I need to find out why the Dickstein quest just disappeared with his student that was arrested, and then I had to host a meeting at my house, which was supposed to ask Ligia, but at the same time they had to do with the Kabbalist. So maybe I'll go talk to Dickstein again. And there is an outline in one of my Salvatore sections who looks kind of like it was the Golem, so maybe the Golem was an option as a Salvatore, but I have lost that indefinitely. But you know, I made a deal with Ariel Rafe, and I was going to stick to that deal. I'm a man of my word. I'm honest. So, if you're enjoying what's going on so far, and you like the story's progression, don't forget to give a like, and comment about what you think Rasputin is up to. I'm curious if he's just going to fall into what not socialism, but what society has dictated about him in story, and what we know through media representations of him not being a reputably great individual, or perhaps he actually was just misrepresented and they want to show him as being an actually outstanding guy who is just misunderstood. I don't know what to believe. I feel like I need more information. I feel like Rasputin is up to something. I just don't know 100% what it is. And don't forget to subscribe so you know the next things that happen as the story progresses, as we continue to look for my father's coterie of potential thaumaturges, so I can find out where his black grimoire ended up and add it to my possession. And maybe next time I'll determine who that last Salvatore is, as I feel like the story is coming to a head. And maybe next time I'll also figure out what the writer for the Polish newspaper is looking for in the events that happened at the Vienna station for the Leichen group. And I'll have to go talk to my uncle Voronin, see what he can do for me, and see if they'll let a thaumaturge onto the scene, because the book is kind of a tell. Everyone kind of knows who I am. If you're having fun, hopefully I'll see you next time. And in the meantime, you have yourselves a nice everything. Bye.
Mason, no talking.